Shemai Cook, CBS 17. Can you talk about, how did you like seeing Caleb's performance today? Just as a freshman, he was really great. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, I know. I mean, brings high energy out there, and you combine that with the length and athleticism and the giftedness that he has out there on the floor. As talented as he is, um, eh, he's a kid that is really hungry to learn. He's not somebody that thinks he's got it all or knows everything. He's always asking questions, and to have that from somebody as good as him is pretty rare. And so I was really happy for him. I mean, he did everything. He ran the floor, attacked the offensive glass, hit a three, drove. He's a great passer and penetrator. And then I thought he was good on the defensive end in terms of just being able to switch all those actions. It's something that we worked on for 3.5 straight days, even shoot-arounds. The first time at shoot-around we did defensive stations because of Central Arkansas, the way that they have 2- and 3-man actions where they can go a number of different places, and it put Caleb involved there, and I thought he did a really nice job.
Hubert, some of the guys said when they came out for the first wave of warm-ups that Luca was taking a nap on the couch in the locker room. When did they found out when they came back in? When did you find out? And just kind of take us through finding out.
Yeah, I mean, we just found out right before the game, and just to see the smile and the reaction from Luca was something that I'll remember for the rest of my life. He's somebody, obviously, coming from Montenegro, that has always, since the first time that I talked to him, had a burning desire to be a part of this team, this program, this university, and this community. And to be able to see him run out of that tunnel with the uniform on and be able to check him in and see that smile is something, again, that I will remember for the rest of my life. His mom is here. She's been over here for a week. She'll be over here for 2 more weeks. So to be able to see her son out there on the floor, can't wait. I haven't talked to him after the game, but I'm just really happy for him.
How concerned were you that maybe he wouldn't be clear?
No, as I said before, it was the same. We were working through it. I felt like we were making progress, and I wanted to thank the university. They did a terrific job of getting us to this point, and without them, Luca wouldn't be here and he wouldn't be on the court.
I was going to try to get Caleb one in before we went to Luca, but
That's okay.
Those dunks are high percentage shots.
Yeah.
I can't remember a guy around here who dunked as often as he does. Does he go back to maybe a Bryce Johnson for you? Can you remember someone who's dunking as off as him?
I never thought about it that way, but that's a great description. I mean, his bounce was real, and his second bounce was even better. And for Caleb, it's that way. I mean, whether it's an offensive rebound, post, out of bounds underneath in transition, he's looking to take the rim down, and he's always been that way. It's one of the things that we always emphasize is putting pressure on the rim, living in the paint, living at the free throw line, and dominating points in the paint. And he's got the length and athleticism to be able to get there, and he did another really good job tonight.
A lot of people talk about Luca's shooting, but he showed he's a good passer tonight. How does he help with the ball movement and half-court offense?
Well, I mean, there's a number of things, we've talked before about how much more size that we have this year, and I've talked about positional size. I mean, at the wing position, Luca's 6'6", almost 6'7", so he's a big guard. Obviously, he can shoot the basketball, but you're right, he's a basketball player. He can handle it, he can pass it, he can initiate offense. Gives us another playmaker out there on the floor, and I thought he did a really nice job defensively as well.
Did you have a conversation with Luca pregame at all? Just once he found out, did you talk to him at all?
Oh yeah.
What were his emotions like talking to you? I know you said the smile and everything, but what did he tell you?
Well, at the time I found out, I told him to get his uniform on. You're playing. I didn't think it was time to sit down and have some coffee and tea and talk. I wanted him to get dressed. I wanted him to get taped. I wanted him to get warmed up and get ready to go. And for him to find out before the game and end up scoring 10 points and had 5 assists, that's pretty good.
I don't know if you already said specifically, but how did he find out? Did you find out first and then told him, or did somebody come in there and tell him? How did he exactly?
I found out first and I told him.
Okay.
Hubert, it seemed like Henry was really working hard tonight. And they seemed like Central Arkansas was getting physical with him. And he came away first career double-double, 14-10, drew 7 fouls.
That was shocking to me. That was his first career double-double. When they said that after the game, I was like, oh, bejeebies, that's crazy. I just didn't think that was real. But that, it was something that, from an offensive standpoint, that was our number one emphasis over the last 3 days. I just talked about that we have to dominate points in the paint. We've got to do a better job of looking inside. And, we've got length and we've got athleticism to be able to take advantage of that. I don't know what it was for the game, but in the first half, we were shooting 72% in the paint. And I was like, guys, like we took 18 threes, but we're shooting 72% in the paint. That's where our strength is. And so when you do that, you put pressure on the opposing team. You get into the penalty, you knock down free throws, and I thought we did a better job hitting free throws today. But Henry did a really nice job of giving us a post presence, and that's something that we're going to continue to look at every game all day long.
Nathan and JB backing him up. How would you say they did?
I thought they did a really nice job as well. I mean, it's not just when I say dominate points in the paint, it's through post and penetration and offensive rebounds. So, everybody on the floor, it's live action. And so I thought JB and Zayden did a nice job, but I also think Jaren and Caleb did a nice job as well.
Obviously, he was able to kind of move the ball around well, shot the ball well, things like that. He seemed pretty comfortable in that lead guard spot. What did you like about his ability to kind of get others involved and just overall? And he was on the boards as well. What did you like about his overall performance?
I did. One of the things that he's been consistent with is just instinctively, he's really good at pitching the ball ahead in transition. I thought he was really good at that, trying to give us, early opportunities in transition. I thought he made really sound decisions, and obviously his ability to be able to shoot the basketball is something that's very valuable to us. But him, getting 5 assists tonight and only 2 turnovers, I thought it was a really nice start for him, and I was really proud of him.
The opponent tonight is relative to how you view the result, but there's a lot of impressive things tonight. And do you think that the ceiling of this team is higher than some of the ones you've had before, maybe the highest that you've had here in Carolina?
In terms of a ceiling, I mean, the only thing that we talk about is reaching our full potential. Obviously, we're nowhere near that. I think we can be a really good defensive team. I think we can be even a really good rebounding team. I think from an offensive standpoint, our ability to be able to score near the basket, but also be able to shoot the ball from the perimeter is something that I'm excited about. I think the thing that's, is just, the potential of this group, and it's really exciting to have this process to start the year and to see how good this group can become.
Really quick, just again, going back to Luca, how important do you think it is for both him and the team for him to have, and again, not going through the full warm-up and everything, but to have this game and the ability to play with everyone heading into a marquee matchup like Kansas?
I don't look at it from the standpoint of this game in preparation for the game on Friday. I just, he's been practicing and didn't get to play against BYU or Winston-Salem State. And so even though he was a part of the team, you feel a little separation when you're not dressing out. And it was nice to have everybody dressed. And that was really a lot of fun.
Last 3. Hubert, you talked about kind of points in the paint. Is that maybe where this team has kind of evolved offensively or improved offensively from last year's team?
Well, I mean, it's a much different team than last year, but that's always been an emphasis for us. That's just who I am as a coach. I like shooting threes, but the first thing that I always say is, I want a layup or a dunk, a deep post catch. Let's get fouled, get to the free throw line. And so we've got some guys that can do that can check those 3 boxes, but we also have guys that can shoot the ball from 3. But I just always have felt this from Coach Williams. The number one determining factor in the outcome of a game is rebounding, and dominating points in the paint. And so that's rubbed off on me, and that's who I am as a head coach.
Grant, then Rod, last two.
Hey, Coach, I'm kind of going off that, but all you guys had 18 second chance points. How important is all three of those things, especially when you're going up against a team like Kansas that's very big and physical in the paint?
No, just in regards to anyone, with the exception of last year, I think we've always been a really good offensive rebounding team, the best in the ACC, and so that's always been a staple of North Carolina, putting ourselves in second chance opportunities. Nobody can ever get me off of that. We were able to win a national championship in 2017 because we got 2 offensive rebounds on a free throw. So we're always going to the offensive glass. And I specifically tell the guys, those are the little things that make big things happen. And one of those little things that makes big things happen, and it's going to be, we got to get even better at that, is going to the offensive glass.
Last one, Rod.
Hubert, I know you say you always like to have multiple playmakers out there. 23 assists. Kirk would have to back me up here. I think that only happened once last year. What was it like to see so many guys rack up that many assists and multiple guys?
I do. I just felt like everybody was sharing the basketball. Sometimes I think we turned the ball over because we were sharing too much. I've never seen an alley-oop to 2 guys, and I didn't even know what to say after that. But I did. We've talked about good to great, and not just selling for a good shot. I think we're good enough to get a great shot every possession. One of the things that Central Arkansas does is they throw a number of different defenses at you, a number of different ball screen defenses, out of bounds underneath. They'll switch it up. They'll pick up full court. They'll press. And I thought we handled that really well, and just instinctively hitting the open guy and having 23 assists, that's, I really like that. And that's something that I talked to them after the game about, that I told them after the game, 1, the assists, and then number 2 is I was really proud of their preparation leading up to Central Arkansas. There was a lot of moving parts that we had to get prepared to be able to play them, and they accepted it, they learned, and they were able to implement it out there on the floor, and I thought that was really good for us.
Coach, thank you.
Okay,
Just a
thanks a
reminder,
lot.
Coach Davis will be in here Thursday.